I'd like to call the town workshop meeting for March 18th to order at 7 p.m. with the pledge to the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. The fire notice is out here to the left. There's a fire exit, and then if you go out the back door to the right, there's a fire exit. Linda, can you do a roll call, please?
Councilman Hurley?
Here.
Councilman Moore?
Here.
Councilman Nelson?
Present.
Councilman Wells?
Where's there?
He'll be back in maybe.
Okay. And Supervisor Hubschman?
Here. I make a motion that we approve the previous workshop minutes, please.
I'll second that motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries, no need. Audit of general highway town bills. I make a motion we pay the highway bill.
I'll second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes, no nays. Committee report, Councilman Moore.
The highway, like I said earlier, they did a very good job of passing the inspection with the insurance company. I think that has to be a first where there was no violations. And you gotta give it hats off for that. Al, you did a good job there. And just they've been doing their things, you know, with the tree that fell down by Kenny's house. And they're out there doing them ditches and stuff before getting ready for that April showers and stuff. And then he'll start growing hair then when that April showers come. But no, they've been doing a good job, and we've been, Al and I have been looking into some other things about equipment and stuff, and you know, but and stuff. That's about it really, unless I missed something, but I don't know.
Councilman Hurley.
I want to just tell you on, again, public record, I left the house at 4 o'clock in the morning, drove down Melissa Lane, there's a very large branch that fell across the street. I cleaned up as much as I could to pass by, but at 5:15 when Darren left, those guys were already out there and it was already cleaned up. So kudos to you guys, I want to make that.
I'll let them know that.
I did attend the the Ulster Planning Board meeting last week when Xena Development made a very large presentation hoping to get a negative declaration at that time. It was not given at that time, so they said within the 10 days from that time they're going to do a walkthrough of the property and sort of push it off for another month. And so that's where we stand right now. And Xena Development people are still working on Woodstock because they put up 31 houses there. They have no way to get to it if Woodstock says no. So they're still working through it. So it's work in progress. But that's it.
Councilman Nelson.
All right, so March 3rd, Samantha Yo sent me an email for the Forest Conversion TA request. It's to get permission from us for her to fill out forms. She needs permission from basically the town supervisor. I think it's a good idea. It could help get funds for the comprehensive plan. I am all for it. I just want to bring it up to you guys for a vote. If you're okay, I'd like to make a motion that we give Samantha the letter she needs to move forward with this.
I make that motion.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
No nays, motion passes. Thank you.
If anyone else wants more information to read, I'll gladly forward that to you, but I read it. It definitely seems like a good project. Moving on to the comprehensive plan, I've actually stepped down from that part of my job title here. I just can't take care of it. I'm really hoping that the person in front of me will lead that now. I'm talking to you, sir, Mr. Hurley. So I think you'd be a very good person. I'll help you along the way. I have a file that I'd like to give you. I have everyone's email addresses. I did email them all today. And you just need to set up a meeting. I personally, just with everything that's gone on with me medically, I can't do it all. So I'd like to step back. I would like to be a second to you. I just can't be the number one. So I'm really hoping that you'll take that responsibility on and I'll give you everything I have. I'll get you up to date. And I really hope that you can set a meeting sometime pretty fast in April here. I'm putting a lot of pressure on you. I do apologize that. And I didn't tell you this beforehand. I just figured I'd put you right on the spot here.
You shut your camera off for a second.
So, Ken, I just think, and honestly, I think you're a value to this entire board. I'm so glad you're here. And I think just with your planning board experience, the Zenith thing, I think all these things are checking the right box. You bring a very good value to that too, a comprehensive plan. I have my opinions, you'll have yours, everyone else in this room that's part of it will have their opinions as well, so, but I think it'd be a very good thing for you, so I hope that you'll take that chair.
I'd be honored to take it over.
Perfect.
And I know where you live.
Yeah. And I'll get you in my file, I have filed all the stuff
Okay.
we've done so far, and some notes and some minutes and stuff like that. I think it'd be very good for you.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. And that's all I have, sir.
And then, so I need to make a motion that on November, the Finance Committee ordered the 2024 financial books, January 1st, 2024 to December 31st, 2024 for the town. Supervisor Hubschman makes a motion and second by to accept the following records. So I need to make a motion that we accept the Finance Committee's audit of the 2024 books for the town of Kingston.
I'll second that motion.
2024, 2024?
24.
2024.
Yep.
And then,
Need to vote on that, Dave.
yeah, no, I'm just reading something. All in favor?
Aye.
No nays, motion carries. And then, John Paul sent me some recommendations for the, planning board. So I would like to make a motion that we appoint to the county, Ulster County Planning Board, John Hubschman as the, planning board representative for the county, and then I would like to make a motion that we appoint John Paul Silver as a alternate to the Ulster County, planning board.
I'll second that motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
Ed, did you say aye?
No, I didn't.
So you're a nay?
No, nay.
Motion passes 3-1. And then,
Can I ask a question while you're on the planning board? Weren't we looking into some kind of, man, I don't know the exact term, there was, something for training for them, John Paul, do you know what I'm talking about? There's a training program or something that the planning board's supposed to do, like there's some literature to get everyone signed up for, it was like you gotta buy it from the county or something like that. I apologize, that was talked about a couple months ago, I just feel like that's fallen through the cracks a little bit.
I think Dixon, when he was chair, he was advocating for the town to enroll with the Federation of Planners, or the Planning Federation, which offers up training, accredited training. I don't know if that's what you were.
It's
It
like
is,
a
yeah, and as you chair, it's,
a yearly subscription plan or something like that, right?
Uh,
Or yearly fee?
there, I don't know the registration and the fees for it,
Okay.
but I mean, from the planning board's perspective, we have individually 4 hours of training to meet each year, and that needs to be done either through a certified training session or through the town board, you guys, to approve whatever it may be. That could be in-house training or whatever.
as you being chair, do you think we should sign up for the other one or you don't think it's needed, or is it something you guys are handling on the planning board?
I mean, I personally think that there are options through the Department of State, and there's also options through the DEC for training. I imagine the Ulster County Planning Department might have some opportunities as well. I mean, I personally would like to see a little more creativity, whether it's us sort of training each other, you know, like, for example, someone doing a report on seeker and just kind of going through the steps of the process. And it would just require you guys to basically approve the content as training hours.
So is there something you'd put together, some kind of training program for within the planning board? Or, so you'd put something together and come back to us with a report?
Yeah, someone's got to initiate it.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm
okay.
happy to initiate like a proposal of sort of in-house training, or even the fact of, I think, a planning board member from here going to another municipality and sitting through the process of the planning board at another municipality. I mean, that's pretty valid to me. You know, especially some of these municipalities that have some large projects. I mean, it gets pretty informative and technical, and some of these other boards, in my opinion, are a little more developed, just longer term serving members. So, you know, I'm happy to put like a list of creative things as options for training, and then you guys can take a look.
That'd be great. Can you think you get that to us by the next meeting for the April meeting by chance?
Sure.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I didn't want to fall through the cracks, you know what I mean? So it's just something I remember
Yeah.
was we talked about, and it
Yeah.
just, I feel it hasn't been finished discussed.
Yeah.
But also, do you still recommend the 4 hours of training or the online training that the state puts together?
Those are always going to be there.
Okay, yeah.
As an option. They're already accredited trainings.
Not required by the board, to the board members.
You're required of 4 hours of training.
Okay.
How you get those is either through accredited training, and that would be through the state, the DEC, or through the federation or the planning federation. And this is like pre-vetted material.
Okay.
Or you, as the board, can basically say an in-house presentation from a county planner or someone from the state, or even a town board member. Alfie from the highway puts together an hour presentation on driveways and roads and presents to us, and then you guys could accredit that as an hour worth of training.
Okay, and that's okay with the state and any other governing boards?
I believe you have the authority to accredit
Okay.
that training hours.
Thank you, sir.
And then I would like to make a motion that we appoint Rebecca Johnson to the vice chair to the Town of Kingston Planning Board.
I'll second that motion as well.
All in favor?
Aye?
Motion passes, no nays. And then John Paul, the rest of your information you requested for the, I will get that to you,
Okay.
all right?
Yeah, the one thing I just want to mention is for the county planning board, you're just giving a recommendation. You're not making an actual appointment. So they'll take your recommendation and then vet the candidate at a legislator meeting.
Yes, and then I spoke to them today, so yourself and John have to do up a little resume.
A resume. Okay.
And then I have to send the minutes over to them, and then they will vet you and
Okay.
appoint you, alright?
Okay.
So how long approximately will this take from you sending the letter in to the appointment? How long before you can, a couple months, 6 months, a year?
I don't personally know. I know Dixon was advocating for it to get in the works because it does take time.
Okay,
I mean, they have a busy schedule.
yeah,
And yeah.
Okay.
So the legislator, I don't know their schedule that well.
okay.
Samantha, you wanna go over your tax exemption paperwork?
Sure.
You
So,
have-
so as I was explaining, Steve and Rebecca and I were getting together, just talking about some other town stuff, and we were circling the idea of like, oh, it would be really nice if there was some sort of way to communicate to the town in like plain, understandable English what's going on with the tax reassessment, just because nobody really understands it very well. I know there's a lot of, I don't want to say like wrong ideas, but like people can kind of, you know, draw the wrong conclusions sometimes about what's going to happen with that. So we just put this together as kind of a proof of concept. I don't know if this is the finished version. We might also want to put some information in there about, you know, equalization rate, stuff like that too. But I just wanted to put this in front of you as a proof of concept. We were talking about maybe, you know, if you liked it, putting it in the town newsletter at some point, or just otherwise communicating it to the town.
I will give it to Mary on Wednesday, and then I'll ask her to go over it with the town assessor and then make any changes. Not that I don't trust you, but.
Well, none of us are tax assessors.
And then,
So, yeah.
we'll see what they say. If it works out, we'll see about putting it in the town newsletter.
Great, thank you.
Thank you. Any questions or comments?
No, I appreciate you doing it, and let's take a look through it and, you know, see what we come up with, get something up there, because I know a lot of people I talk to, they're freaking out over the taxes doubling and tripling because they don't know, so I think it's a good start.
Great.
Thank you.
I think a lot of it has to do with this article that was in the Freeman about the town of Rochester. A huge article.
Yeah, I read it.
And it's very scary when you see how many people were reassessed in crazy, horrendous ways.
Really?
And two of the women in my sewing group are in this town, and they were telling me the nightmare they've been through. The research they have to do just to prove that the reassessment is wrong. So I'm asking you guys, each and every one of you on the board, to when this assessor decides which company to go with, please interview and research the companies, because this GAR Associates has not done anything good for the town of Rochester. They have made so many mistakes. So whoever our assessor, you know, decides upon, please look into that company.
Well, we have to vote on it, so we have the final say.
Right, but you need to look
Yeah.
into
Oh,
them, not just take his word for it.
Mhm.
The other subject you brought up about the tree that fell on Melissa Road, things have been falling over the course of time, and I think you'll remember, Ed, that years ago they had another tree that was a major problem, and the town board sent a letter, made a phone call to the family, and the family just outright said, we're not gonna do it, we can't afford it. And then the town put a lien on their house and took the tree down. So I'm thinking you may have to do this again, because you see how much of that's dead already, over half of it. Just a thought to remind you of how things were handled in the past.
So I wanna send Bob up there tomorrow, have him look at the tree and then write them a letter that they have to cut the tree down, and if he don't do it, we'll have to go and cut it down and add it to the tax
To the
bill.
lien. Because one of these times there's gonna be a car going by when a good chunk comes down.
I don't remember that it was put on the taxes. Can you find that out?
That's what I was told. I mean, I don't know. I was told that a lien was put on.
I don't remember. Do you
the cost of
remember, Al?
taking it down.
When we took that tree down, the other part of that tree down, we didn't put it on the taxes, did we?
No, we just took it down because a lot of it fell on the road there,
Yeah.
and we just took like the rest of it
I
down.
don't think it was.
The whole
it didn't-
tree got
it
taken
didn't go on
down.
taxes.
Yeah,
By
yeah.
a professional company.
No, it was town of Esopus.
Oh.
Yeah, town Sylvia took that down, you're
Alright,
right. It was
however
not-
you handled it or wanna handle it, just look at that tree and know that more is gonna come down.
It cost us a couple pizzas to have it there.
Okay.
Any more questions or comments?
Oh, just, when this is revised, how exactly you want it, I'd be happy to hand some out at the senior citizen meeting, because those are a lot of the people that are probably totally confused about it all.
I will get that to her this week and ask her to,
Yeah,
and
whatever.
hopefully by the, workshop meeting next month, we can have it done and get it back to you, like Samantha.
Great. Yeah.
I make a motion that we close the town workshop meeting at 7:25.
I'll second that motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
Alright,
Aye.